have the ability to have a negative or positive impact on students. They can be heroes or villains. Teachers help students gain life skills, grow and become who they are. The role of a teacher goes beyond the traditional way of teaching, handing out knowledge from teacher to student, like Paulo Freire refers to it as the banking theory.
Teachers are a guide in life, a partner, someone to look up to. I believe being a teacher is more than simply providing information. It inspires change, listening to your students, connecting with them, being there for their every need, acknowledging each and every one of them, nurturing and watching them grow. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world.
Education shapes the way we think, feel and value and what we believe in. My daily lifestyle choices are shaped by the societal beliefs I hold that has been developing in me since I was at school. My classroom activities will not only be constructed by curriculum, but it will also be shaped by the way I feel towards education and what would help my students get the best out of every class. Not all my experiences with teachers were positive, and this has led me to the kind of teacher I don't want to be. When I was in school, I disliked biology. Then I moved to Taylor Park and had an amazing teacher who changed my views. I want to give my students a positive experience that they will remember, like Mrs. Sen did for me.
Just like Jim Henderson said, kids don't remember what you try and teach them, they remember what you are.
I want to be a teacher that kids look up to, get inspired by and who they can trust. I want my students to want to come to class as I will teach in a way that they can relate to. I will encourage my students to be motivated about their work and be involved in their own learning so they can get the success they desire. I will do this by having my classes fun but educational and using a variety of teaching styles including group work and collaborating projects. Someone once said, educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all. Students are not having fun whilst learning, then it's most likely they're going to forget what was just taught. I will nurture and feed my students' knowledge, just like I feed my puppy his food, so he can grow and survive. Hopefully, they gobble up their learning and knowledge as fast and excited as Sammy does. Through my educational philosophy, I will embrace social justice and I hope to have a pedagogy where my students are the centre of their own learning. I will give problem-solving tasks and ask questions and scenarios instead of giving out all the information. I won't be writing on a whiteboard asking my students to write down what I write.
Nell Nodding stated that the student is infinitely more important than the subject matter.
This quote relates to me as I will acknowledge all of my students and give supporting feedback on everything I can. I will let them know I'm proud of them, and if teachers don't take an interest in their students, then why would the students take an interest in their work?
My views are similar to those of Paulo Freire. What the educator does is make it possible for the students to become themselves.
In my classes, I want my students to feel safe and confident enough to be themselves and not be judged. I will value, celebrate and include all students regardless of their ethnic background, gender, socioeconomic status and religion.
I will promote social justice in all my classes and think critically about mythical norms and stereotypes. I will take a post-structural approach to teaching to ensure my students get the best learning outcomes.
I will not assume that everyone in my class is at the same socioeconomic status or class, and I will cater for a wide range of diverse learners and use all learning styles as students are heterogeneous and all learn in different ways.
I will be aware of the challenges my students may face and get them back on track when they fall down.
When teaching the curriculum, I will plan lessons according to my students' abilities and address the needs of individuals. I will reflect on my lesson plans, class time, and the way I teach. A good teacher should embrace diversity, not run from it. As a dedicated teacher, I will embrace my students' individuality and show them that everyone is valued equally and teach them that we live in a multicultural world where everyone is accepted and appreciated. I will give my students the respect they deserve, as if I don't respect them, then why should they respect me?
Students come from a range of socioeconomic and dysfunctional families. Not everyone is from a nuclear family. I, as an educator, will acknowledge this and work with my students and their families regardless of their economic class, culture, or ethnic background. I will embrace cultural diversity and ensure my class values equity by getting to know my students and their backgrounds so I can teach my class about everyone's heritage and culture. In doing this, my students will feel valued, celebrated, and included. Yes, I will teach my students, but I will also learn from them. I hope to inspire them, as I know they will me.
Every child deserves to feel like they matter. Every child deserves to feel accepted for exactly who they are. And every child deserves to have a teacher that's going to be there for them and help them be the best they can be.